Yeah, so if you can't tell, I have a lot of wooden railway customs, so I figured since I don't have that many, I'll show off my road vehicles. And to start off, here's Trevor. Trevor isn't really a custom, he's more of a modification of the original. And I think my modifications are pretty well done. I'll be honest, I like the overall original Trevor, but like there's a lot of details that aren't there. So yeah, I gave like his inside red wheels. I tried to make the flywheel gold, but it did not work very well, but better than how it used to be. I added that detail there that's not on the original, but it is on the prop. Same thing with that silver thing on his cylinder. But yeah, I think it's pretty good. I did his rims in silver. Yeah, I think it's, I'll be honest, I'm kind of running out of things to say, but it's done good. Moving on. Alright, and here is a bulldozer. If you've seen my, if you saw the old tunnel episode, you will recognize this bulldozer, but it is based on this one bulldozer from the show that was from seasons 5 and 3. And, yeah, I think it looks pretty good. It's, I think it could be better, but yeah, the way I made it, it's kind of odd, but yeah. It's made from a spare Terrence I had. I had, like, another Terrence that was in a lot worse condition. And when I first made it, I was proud of it, and I still am. This video is when I first completed it back, years ago. You can see the sort of still orangeness on the wheels. Yeah. So I wish I kind of just repainted everything, but yeah. What I did to, like, I added cardboard caterpillar treads, and I covered up the face with clay and card, and I made, a cardboard, dozer blade. You can see the, sort of not symmetricalness, but yeah, it was really, really hard to get the cardboard to stick to the wheels, which was very annoying, but it worked out well in the end. And as you can see, the shovel and the arm for the shovel is made out of cardboard as well, and it doesn't hold up the best, but I still think it looks nice. But I covered everything in masking tape, so it'd be easier to paint gray, but honestly, I kind of just wish I kept it as it was and just painted over the orange. But I still think it's good. Maybe I'll redo it one day, but yeah. Anyway, I think we can move on now. Alright, now here is the Chance and Hunt bus. It's this bus from the show. It's like that bus that only appeared in 2 episodes. So I decided to make it. I think it looks good. I think it looks a lot like its TV counterpart. I couldn't fit the Chance and Hunt sign anyway, but it doesn't matter. I used a bulgy as a reference, like I cut around, I used like a bulgy to like make the sides, and I think it had, sometimes the wheels like invert on themselves, which is annoying, but I still think it's good. I think it's appeared in a few of my videos. Once again, wheel is inverting on itself. Anyway, the windows are done with Sharpie, and same with the radiator silver. And now for my next bus, this little thing. This bus is directly based off of Birdie, and you know why I made it. It's because of this like generic bus that's the exact same as Birdie from the show, and I think its shape is good, but I do not like its paint job. It's far too dark. Yeah, but still. Yeah, same way I did the underside, yeah. I like its radiator, but it's a bit, and it's pretty bumpy. And I don't like that I made the windows glossy. I feel like that was the wrong move, but it's okay. Alright, now here's the big chonker, my semi-truck. I think this is a very good one. It's, when I first made it, it was a unpainted truck from this unpainted train pack from Orbrium that I got in California a while ago. You can see it in the corner. And it was originally very loosely painted with red, but then at some point I gave it a full new paint job. I gave it a trailer to go with. And yeah, I painted its bumper gray, gave it windows, gave it an actual painted roof. And the trailer's made out of cardboard, and I think it's pretty good. Also, I have it attached on a staple hinge. See? Like, it's a staple and there's a hole that goes through it, so it can, like, turn and uncouple from its trailer like that. It's really good. I genuinely think it's one of my best customs. And, let's move on. Now, here's another little tractor. It's, based on this tractor from the show. You probably recognize it. I think it's cute. I think it could be a little bit better in the paint job area, but I think it's good. It was pretty hard getting its thin shape and getting a good shade of blue, but I think it turned out good. And, its exhaust pipe is like some thin cardboard wrapped in silver, and there's a Lego steering wheel taped in there. I think it looks good. It was really hard getting like the circle details on the wheels painted on, but the radiator was done in Sharpie. But yeah, I'll be honest, I don't have nearly as much as to say about these cars as I thought I would. But anyway, moving on. This is one of my best customs. It's based off this caterpillar crane that appeared from seasons 3 to 5, and literally no debating, this is one of my best customs ever. I am super proud of this one. It's great. It's entirely made out of cardboard. It's got a Lego hook. It's got real string. Like, I just love this one. Its crane arm can move up and down, because I made sure to add some slack on the string, and I just think it's great. It can turn 360 degrees, and that's something I'm proud of as well. I like its chassis details a lot. I think it has some nice details, with its caterpillar tracks, and there's the crane arm. It can move up and down, and on the original, like, the string goes into a hole at the top of the roof, but I did not think that looked good when I was modeling it for my crane, so I left that detail out, and I think it looks much better without that detailing. And I don't know, I just really like this, the details on the windows and doors, and that's like, you know, the staple, that's how it spins around. I have to be careful though not to leave it without its top so I don't stab myself, but I still think it looks really, really good. It's a Lego hook, sorry, I'm trying to show you, yeah, I think it's just great. I would recommend using Lego hooks for any of these like types of models where like you want it to be like a crane but you don't really want it to like pick it up stuff with a magnet. And oh yeah, the way I made the crane arm go up and down was also by using a staple. I find using staples much easier to use than paper clips. And anyway, for my last one, this is another amazing one. My soft side lorry. This is one of my more recent customs, and another one of my best. I love this thing. It's made out of a wooden railway max without its dumper bed, and I sort of painted it, and also I had to extend the fenders, and I added new ones on the back with a card. Also, I covered up the face by extending the radiator, and that was hard but fun. I had to cut like a tiny piece so it would fit around the radiator cap, and then I covered that up. I think the longer radiator helps it, and I made a new bumper with a card. But I'll be honest, the red was so difficult to paint. It took so many coats and so many layers to get it to stick because the layer was so thin, but I eventually got there. Also, I made 2 different truck beds for it, an open and a container. Then I painted the wheels silver, and then I started painting on the windows. I wanted to keep the simple aesthetic of Season 1, which I really like. Then, after the red was fully done, I covered up the hubcaps with tape, so I would be able to repaint the wheels in a gray. And it took a while to get out perfectly, but when it did, oh, it looked great. Then I gave it its front windshield, radiator, and silver bumper. And originally I wasn't gonna give it headlights, but then I decided to give it Lego studs for headlights. But those looked kind of off, so I added Play-Doh to them to sort of make them blend from the fenders into the body, which I think definitely looks much better, gives it a much more realistic look. Anyway, that is the end of this custom wooden railway video. I hope you all have enjoyed watching this video as I have enjoyed making these customs. Goodbye.